Ladies and gentlemen, LR Golden Frieza plus Gogeta is almost upon us. I am recording this a lot late, so I apologize, but here are my thoughts whether you should summon for this character or not. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm first going to touch upon a little bit of data that we have here from the data download itself. Shoutouts to the boy Proton. Of course, this came out at 2:44 a.m. That was when, an hour prior maybe. That's when we got the data download for global. So let's go ahead and jump right in and see what we got. So we got the promo movie, of course. Just showing us the details for the new LR, just like the animations and things like that. There we have our boy, Golden Frieza. He's all the way Golden Frieza until we hit the LR Awakening, right? So I like the art. That art looks pretty cool. It's just Frieza pretty menacing, of course. Then we scroll down here, we also got the Int Vegeta, who seems like a pretty good side banner character. I would like to pull him and check him out as well. I have had a bit of a unlucky streak when it comes down to side banner characters, because for some reason, I've not been pulling most of them. So hopefully the luck changes here whenever we go ahead and get to summoning. Then we got a new Dokkan event. Of course, this is the Awakening medals for the new LR, and of course for Vegeta, because he does need those medals as well. We're also going to get the seriously serious all-out battles. I am assuming that because of the data download, this basically gave out some info, because we're getting tickets. Those tickets that we can use for these types of banners, right? Seriously serious all-out battles typically gets updated, and then it provides us with the opportunity to use tickets for our summons during the banner. So it's pretty good that we can have that opportunity and use them. So I do suggest that maybe the event becomes available and you're really freaking lucky with those tickets. I suggest beating the mission, or just beating it once, because I think that's the only requirement. Beating it once gives you the tickets, and you get to summon with those tickets. I believe the tickets will be readily available. There's also going to be the Dokkan special day coming out basically tomorrow, and that will also give us some additional tickets due to the missions that we need to do for the Dokkan day stuff. We will have a total of 28 tickets. 14 of those are going to be during Dokkan Day, but the first 14 will be obtainable via the seriously serious all-out battles, which most likely is what we will do on stream first before we go on to summoning. So just test our luck. We will get the first two stages of the Ultimate Red Zone, the Pure Saiyans edition, versus Raditz and Nappa and Vegeta, stage 1 and 2. We're also going to get Ultimate Clash. We do have to reset our team, though, because we had the Global Dokkan campaign, and that had some special Ultimate Clashes happening. And it was only for 35 characters, so we do have to reset our character selection and basically select all a new... Well, it could be the same previous roster that you had, but you basically have to add all the characters all over again, because it's 112 characters that you need in order for you to beat the stages, because it's just maybe like a normal Ultimate Clash, so yeah. Then we're getting this wallpaper right here, Feeling the Heat Transcended Dokkan Campaign title screen. This is a reward for completing a certain mission, so we will have some special missions to clear. This is a nice little wallpaper. A lot of people are speculating that we will have a part 2 Wrathful Broly LR, which I'm down for that, man. Of course, we've only had one sort of representation when it comes down to Wrathful Broly, and it's just the T-War that got an ECA. So I'm looking forward to it if they do decide to go the path of, just going for the... going through the motions and basically giving us another Wrathful Broly, because we do need it. The first one was DOA, Dead on Arrival, when we got the ECA details and stuff like that as soon as he came out, right? So we would like a better Wrathful Broly. Especially it'll help the movie bosses setup. Then we also have the Memorial Dragon Stones. Those are going to be sent out and given out to all of us starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, or starting at 9 p.m. when the banners come out. Typically, it has to be like around 8 p.m. It's typical whenever the celebration starts. That is when we start getting those. And those will be sent out in waves. So it depends on the last digit of your ID. So you do need to check your ID in-game. You can check it via the login screen or go into the friends list, or whenever you're going to search up for a friend, it'll show your ID and the last digit. And you can check there whether it's ending on 0, which is the most earliest that people can receive it, or it's ending up in 9, which is the latest that you can receive it. It'll go in waves of 30 minutes. So let's say your ID ends up in 4, then you will get the Memorial Dragonstones in like 2.5 hours, I believe. 2.5 hours. So we'll get the Red Dragonstone. Always pretty good to select the character. Just to preface this, because again, we had the issue with the global Dokkan campaign stones and the coins and things like that. They were exchanged a lot earlier than usual. I would say just wait till the very end, because we could see a character getting an ECA or a character getting a super ECA that can be obtainable with these stones. So let's just wait for that. Then we got the special tickets. Again, these are obtainable via the Dokkan Day missions and the seriously serious all-out battle missions. Do keep an eye out for those, as these are very good, and that can give you the opportunity to pull for the new Golden Frieza and 17, as you can see. Golden Frieza and Gogeta. Then we also got the Celebration Summon tickets. A summon ticket for Transcendent Campaign Celebration. Of course, these are basically what replaced the worldwide celebration tickets, or the, like, let's say 300 million download celebration tickets. These are the tickets that you can obtain if you are not fully interested in any of the characters with this like lineup of Memorial Dragonstones. So let's say if you don't want to exchange any character in general for these stones, you can be able to obtain these tickets and be able to do some summons on this banner, which we will see down. I believe it should be available, but it's not available now, but it should be, like, we should have the lineup of characters in there, but I highly doubt it. Then we have the Dokkan Festival tickets. These are, of course, the purchasable tickets. Those that you can buy in the shop. Pain, Horror, Mystery. You get a unique title for completing a sort of mission related to the Festival of Battles. BS. Pain. So this is the banner. Of course, I will talk about this banner in just a moment. Let's just scroll a little bit what we have here. So we got new idol animations. Of course, the Golden Frieza from Dragon Ball Super is getting his own idol animations. Then we got Movie 8. Not Movie 8. This is the second coming of Broly. He also got his idol animations, pretty good. And then, of course, Base Form Gogeta getting his animation, idol animations here, pretty cool. Then we, of course, got some scripted event assets here. Gogeta, Golden Frieza. We're also gonna have Blizzard playing in the background. Goody, goody, goody. As if we got a power. Didn't leave yesterday. I didn't leave yesterday. Leave a couple of hours, but... Alright, so let's go into this banner right here. So we have some interesting characters coming back. First and foremost, I'd like to preface here. 250 hours only. So it's a shorter time span, because typically we had like, what, 400 hours only? For us to do 3+1s, so better take advantage of this depending on what happens. So what we see here as well, because we got the title screen and stuff like that, this is up until the 12th, and of course people are like speculating, oh, then we are possibly gonna get something new coming around this date, like 4 a.m. on the 12th of September. We're possibly going to be getting the part 2 character or something like that, or details for the part 2 stuff. We don't know, because again, this is that's the end date, so it's speculation. I'm thinking it's going to be a Wrathful Broly, or a Wrathful Broly, or Paragus plus Wrathful Broly, something like that, something cool like that. We'll see. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the banner here. We got the Golden Week characters returning into the game. We also got Gloria, which makes me think Daima Super Saiyan Goku could come back as well, or Super Saiyan 3 Mini Daima Vegeta, even though he was on the previous banner. So I'm not so sure that he will be featured again. Let me check the banners here real quick. So during this one, yeah, we had Daima Vegeta. We didn't have Daima Goku in here. So I'm assuming with this lineup right here, Gloria is going to be here, Daima Goku is going to be there. And then, of course, I'm thinking of other characters that could get their ECAs and Super ECAs. So I'm thinking maybe the Tech Golden Frieza is going to be here. I'm thinking some Dokkan Fest movie bosses characters could be in here too because of Broly getting his idol animation. Actually, let me check the banner real quick. Let me check these banners. Did we have... Yeah, we did have... Okay, so there's no way that this man is returning that quickly. After this celebration here. So I'm maybe thinking LR Cooler, the Final Form Cooler could be here. The Super Saiyan duo could also be here, the LRs. Because again, those are movie heroes and movie bosses, which pretty much help this guy's case. Again, they're thinking possibly they could ECA those characters during the anniversary celebration. We could see. I don't know. But this is just my thoughts. Maybe we could get the Int Resurrection of F Blues in here. They can get their ECAs because again they're also on movie heroes due to the lineup of this guy. And of course we will see a lot more details of this banner later on. So I'm gonna go through my 3-point system. I just like to do this because it basically gives me a little bit of an insight as to whether you should summon or not. Of course, many people might summon because these two characters are pretty cool looking with their animations and stuff like that. However, let's go ahead and check the cards real quick. So we got Golden Frieza plus Gogeta. Pretty nice little leader here, movie bosses or movie heroes. The only issue that we have here for Golden Frieza is that I was checking out some of the showcases earlier today because people were able to go to the private server and test those units out. The characters look good, but you know, associating these characters and having a pretty decent team composition, I would say that you're better off running this character not as a leader, but as another member of movie heroes or movie bosses on their team. Because if you were to compose a team that would fulfill both of their conditions, right? Gogeta does need a... This is gonna be sped up, yeah. Gogeta needs like 3 superhero or like super class allies on the team. And then of course, I believe the friend applies to this. So I'm thinking for Frieza as well. So you can have 3 characters from Superclass on the team, and for Frieza, you still have the friend option. So you only need to basically bring like 2 additional extreme class characters, guys. I think he himself counts for these conditions to be fulfilled, because I was seeing some of the team compositions for, you know, for this guy. People had like Broly, Chi-Lai, and Lamo. They had the LR Tech Broly. Then they had the gods, the Path to Power Goku, things like that. And, you know, it was still fulfilling both of their conditions to get their active skill proc, because this is important, right? You can activate this immediately. Where's this active skill? Yeah. But you can activate this right away. Yeah, be it before or after reversal exchange. So you can use this active skill immediately, and you will facilitate like the first turn like impact that, let's say, that Int Gohan typically has, where he just slaughters you for like an 11 million super. This guy could come into the fray. You know, he has 70% damage reduction, gets the target mechanic, and that target mechanic gives him extra defenses here. All of this could apply because after he gets hit, he gets a lot of attack power and a lot of crit chances within the turn. So it could be pretty good for him to just come in and wreck house. And then of course you then have Gogeta. Then after turn 3, after the 3rd turn, you can be able to do his reversal exchange and do the active skill as well. So you do have to make sure that depending on what team composition you want to go for, that could be your best setup. However, it's a mix and match, and it's like a little bit of a mess. You will have movie hero characters on the team, but you also will have movie villains as well. So the composition of the team is just going to be a little bit more wild up. And again, you're catering to the character, whether it be Gogeta or whether it be Golden Frieza. So you do have to keep an eye out for what you actually will be catering for. So I would say in terms of their leader skill, it's kind of clashing between those two. And I kind of wish it was different. Maybe movie bosses and transformation boost. And then, of course, we get movie heroes. But maybe people might disagree with that. But it might affect a lot less the team building. Because this is a weird combo. But they decided to make it happen. So, I mean, here we go. But that's my thought and process. So I would say for leader skill and just the team composition, you might have a bit of a struggle. So I'm going to deduct points for that. I'm not going to call it a complete L, but I might deduct points just because of the leader skill. So, partners and everything like that, if we're looking down here, we do have some bit of decent linking partners, but again, their links are significantly different. So if we have Golden Frieza at the start, you will have to link Golden Frieza alongside these characters. This guy's going to get a CCA, however, we're not getting it now. We're possibly going to get it in like a week, or in like a few days, maybe Tuesday evening. Wednesday morning. That's when we're getting this guy CCA. And then, of course, some of these other characters are more movie bosses, but they have a lot of Frieza links, right? Like Universe Most Malevolent, Strongest Hands in Space, Thirst for Conquest, Prodigies, which, again, a lot of Friezas here. So you're not going to be looking good in terms of links. However, you swap into Gogeta, and you're going to have a better option for links here. Shocking Speed, Fuse Fighter, Prepare for Battle, Run a Flash, Kamehameha, which are tremendous links with all of these characters. And it's kind of unfortunate that, again, the team composition is just going to hurt you regardless. So depending on who you're catering for, let's say Frieza, because you have a shorter fighting span, then you can build a team in a fashion like that. But again, you're going to have an issue with linking partners. With Gogeta, you're going to have to wait 3 turns for you to use him, and then use all of these like great linking partners with him. So I would say that this Gogeta might have a bit of an issue. The Gogeta plus Golden Frieza, all of these guys are going to have like problems. So I'm going to deduct points for that. The banner does not look great because, of course, we had some of the underwhelming characters returning here. We got Blue Falcon Goku, who, again, it's pretty underwhelming. Everybody hated him. And then, of course, we have the Hit. Hit is pretty good, I would say, but Hit is good on his own team. Well, actually, he does have Accelerated Battle. And these guys were recently added into Accelerated Battle. Some of the Gogetas are added into that category, which is pretty good, because that gives a bit of an extra option to run those Gogetas in there. So, yeah, we got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta added into the mix. We got the new Gogeta right there. I'm surprised that I didn't read on the data download from Proton that the 5-year anniversary Gogeta would have his limited time buffs. So, that's a yikes. Because I would totally give him the time limited buffs so he can be added into the team. A little bit of a easier way to run him. I don't know if he's going to be featured on the banner too. We could see that, but yeah. Then, of course, the only like good characters that I think will be good from here are the characters that are bound to get their ECAs, which we don't know. It could be the Resurrection of F Blues. Or it could be another Dokkan Fest that I'm not thinking about that could fit the theme. And then we have Glorio, we have Diamond Super Saiyan Goku, but those two characters have also been featured on previous banners, which people might have summoned for and already gotten them. And of course, we got only these two worthwhile characters, right? These two worthwhile. Then we got the Super ECA character, which I'm thinking maybe it could be Tech Golden Frieza, the older Dokkan Fest. And we could have the... who is it? The Resurrection of F Blues. They could be an ECA character if they decide to add them into the banner. So the banner's not looking good, I would say. So maybe I would recommend just doing the 3+1, just take advantage of this, because we don't know what's going to come out for part 2. That's another important thing. And of course, if part 2 is starting on the 12th of September, this is going to run out because we're only getting 250 hours. What is that? Is that a little over 10 days. I think we're still in that mix, right? Yeah, a little bit over 10 days. So I would still say that it'll end on the 9th, maybe the 8th or the 9th, or maybe even prior to that. And the discounts will end. So I would not recommend you guys summon for this, or just take advantage of the 3+1. Maybe do some few summons here and there, but yeah. Like the team composition, you're gonna have a little bit of an issue, like mix and matching what characters you want to gain a lot more benefit to. But again, the card looks good, so I don't. It's not like, please do not summon. No, don't touch that banner with a 10-foot pole. No, like you guys can summon on this. It's just that you're gonna have issues creating a team for this character that successfully gets the best usage out of them. So the banner looks okay. That's the only plausible reason why I could say don't summon on this. We could also see the superhero characters perhaps getting their ECAs, like the Ultimate Gohan and Orange Piccolo. We could see them getting an ECA here. So I would be very, very happy if they do. We'll see. But yeah, that's my advice here. I would say just look at the banner, maybe do some summons here and there, but I wouldn't go all out because it all depends. I'm only seeing like 4 characters being like really, really good, and that is including the Super ECA unit, and maybe the ECA character. I would say 5. I would like to add Hit in there. So maybe these 3 are good. Glory is still good, but he's just relegated to dodge or die. So if he doesn't dodge, you might die, right? So, but yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know down in the comments below. Are you guys summoning for Golden Frieza plus Gogeta later tonight? Let me know down in the comments below. Hopefully you get some good luck if you do. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below, get yourself some gamer subs. We are, of course, sponsored by the boys over at Gamer Subs. Use code RADOKAN and get 10% off your purchase. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys all in the next one.